Hello, how's it going? So got a 5 recommendations video for you today. Just a quick one, probably won't go more than 5 minutes. So basically what I do is I just pick out 5 Blu-rays, 4Ks or DVDs that are worth owning, that that I'll sort of vouch for, that I think are really good movies, and I'll just give you a little brief synopsis on them and my thoughts. So we'll start with this one, Two Evil Eyes. There's 2 editions. Got the Old Arrow DVD edition with the awesome artwork there, a little bit gory, but it's awesome. And then I've got the copy that I actually watch, and that's the 88 Films Italian Collection Blu-ray. Yeah, brilliant film from 1990. 2 directors. It's an anthology of 2 stories. You've got the first half, which is directed by George A. Romero, and you've got the second hour or so that's directed by Dario Argento. The Argento story is a variation of the Black Cat, the old Edgar Allan Poe story. There's plenty of them in the horror genre, but it's a particularly good one. So with the Black Cat adaptation by Argento, really good reimagining, set in more like newer times. Stars Harvey Keitel, who's in films such as like Reservoir Dogs. He plays the main guy, who's a photographer, but he likes to photograph things like that, grisly murder scenes, and some animal torture as well, which is a bit not too good, but still he's an interesting character to watch. Things unfold. Obviously the cat shows up, his girlfriend takes a stray in, and he's getting rather angry about it, and the cat's really taunting him. He kills the cat, his girlfriend finds out, she gets away. She comes back, has a big argument with him, typical Black Cat tale where the girlfriend gets buried in the wall with the cat, and then obviously the police at the end discover it. But it's got a few twists and turns as well, really interesting. Then you've got Romero's story, which is the first tale about a cheating wife who basically she's trying to knock her husband off, like she's waiting for him to die so she can inherit all of his money and fortune, and she's seen a slightly younger guy who's a doctor. Her husband's on his deathbed. They've been signing papers, so like if he passes away she gets everything, all the inheritance. But basically they have to keep him alive so they can pretend that he's signing the papers. So sorry if I got a bit scrambled there, but there's quite a bit to take in. But anyway, he ends up dying. They put him in the freezer because they need to pretend that he's been alive for a bit longer. So they end up forging signatures saying, yeah, sign everything over to my wife. He's in the freezer, and they start hearing voices coming from the down below where the freezer is, the chest freezer, one of those big ones with a lid he's in. And yeah, they keep hearing things, and he sort of talks to them, but his mouth doesn't move. It's almost like echoes coming out of his body. He's saying he's trapped in, he's stuck in limbo in a different dimension, and all these spirits are coming towards him, and they're trying to use him as a vessel to get into the human realm. That's the first story by George A. Romero. Sorry to ramble on a bit, but yeah, really good film, The Two Evil Eyes. Some good horror aesthetic, good gore. It's a 1990s film, but it kind of feels, it kind of feels a bit like a one from the late 80s, obviously, with it being a 1990 film. But it's also like fresh and kind of modern enough to hold your interest. Like really good Two Evil Eyes. So let's move on to something else. I'll just move these down. I'll do 5. That was 1. See if I can keep the camera still. So my second is an Vinegar Syndrome edition, and that is of Don't Answer the Phone. So this is kind of an exploitation film. It's about a strange murderer. It's about these detectives trying to find him, and yeah, they're just trying to trace him basically. And it's just like your typical sort of good like exploitation film, bit of violence and stuff, a bit sleazy, but really good nonetheless. And this edition's really nice. I don't know if the slipcover's still available, but yeah, really interesting one, Don't Answer the Phone. Really enjoyed that. Not seen it for a while. Another recommendation is the new 4K of Peeping Tom. I watched this movie for the first time a month or so ago, And to be fair, I was quite blown away by it. Like, it's really got some great performances. The story's great. Basically, this filmmaker, he lives in his parents' house, which is a big house in London, and some of the rooms he lets out as apartments. And there's a young woman who becomes his love interest, who lives with her mother in one of the apartments. He lives in the big attic apartment where he's got his film room, where he develops photographs and works with film, but he's got a lust for blood, and basically he likes to kill women from a POV shot. So he'll go towards them with a spike on the end of his camera, and he'll film the fear and terror that they emit, and he films that from a POV point of view. And yeah, it just goes from there, really. It just shows his you know, his day-to-day life and his love interest, and how he's committing these murders around all of that. And yeah, really interesting film, Peeping Tom. Very impressed by it. It's from 1960 as well, the same year as Psycho, and the 4K was really good. So just 2 more to go, and then I'll call it a day on this one. So the second one's a Blu-ray. See if I can just get it up there. I'll try and edit that bit out. There's a quick edit there because I was struggling to like get them on the shelves and doing everything like one-handed. I'll just pop that one there. So this is Castle Freak. It's a Stuart Gordon film, director who did Reanimator and From Beyond and Day Gone and a bunch of movies. Really good. Stars Jeffrey Combs, who's also in Reanimator. Yeah, really good one about this family with a blind daughter who go to stay at a castle, but they don't know that there's a bit of a secret lurking down below, and there's also dungeons in there and stuff. And there's the Castle Freak, of course, who's a really disfigured, unkempt, malnourished sort of shadow of a human being. But yeah, it's got some good gore. It's a full moon feature. This edition's really good from 88 Films. Hopefully this will get 4K one day. That'd be cool to see. Yeah, downright sick, from bloodydisgusting.com. Loads of special features on the 88 Films release. There's a look at the Castle Freak, if you can see there. But yeah, give Castle Freak a go if you haven't, because it's really fun. See if I can just put that somewhere. And finally, not a Blu-ray or a 4K, which I've been showing throughout this video. It's actually a DVD of The Night Flyer. This doesn't have a decent Blu-ray, and it doesn't have a 4K, of course. It'd be great just to get a Blu-ray from someone like Scream Factory. It's a Stephen King adaptation. It's about this journalist trying to uncover the mystery of this sort of like vampiric figure who flies on a jet, stops at different locations all over America, and kills people, drinks their blood. The journalist's trying to figure out what's going on. The journalist is a bit of a sleazebag in the movie, but it's really interesting nonetheless. Miguel Ferrer, who plays the journalist. Yeah, really good film, The Night Flyer. I only have this DVD copy, but it's well worth keeping. When I first watched it, I actually watched it on YouTube, so this is actually on YouTube as far as I know. So if you want to check out The Night Flyer, do so, because it's one of the more under the radar Stephen King adaptations, but one of the really good ones, I think. You know, and it's got a good 90s feel to it as well and stuff. Like, really feels like one of those sort of mid-90s, like, sort of like typical like aesthetic, and like one of the with the kind of score and stuff, you know, that kind of score they have, like quite frequent in a lot of them. Yeah, it really feels like an adaptation from the 90s, which it is. But yeah, good Stephen King adaptation, the Night Flyer. Evil Has a Flight Plan. So I'll just run over these quickly that I've recommended. So The Night Flyer, Castle Freak, I'll get the other couple, Peeping Tom, just keep the camera up there, excuse the faffing about. We'll go up, Two Evil Eyes, and Don't Answer the Phone. So there's 5 really good recommendations there, as you can see them. You've got Two Evil Eyes, like I said, from 1990, Don't Answer the Phone, 70s exploitation, Stephen King 90s adaptation, The Night Flyer, Castle Freak, and Peeping Tom from 1960. So thanks for watching. Have you seen these movies? Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. if you want more content. But thought I'd just do a quick video for a Sunday, so it might have been a bit ropey, like all over the place, because I probably won't edit it much. But there you go, 5 recommendations from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.